Family, we are back. Um, Jared Rodriguez, he asked me in the comments, why have you hidden behind the mic since day one? Certain comments will let you know exactly what's wrong with our society. We got these keyboard warriors. They call it trolling. Well, I get back with trolls. So when I asked him why was he so concerned with seeing a man's face, he told me I was. Okay. Anyway, shout out the dude. I feel bad for his spouse if he has one. Well, maybe his spouse is too, but yeah. Shout out the dude. But even bigger shout out to the trappers that got with him in the comments. We're not about to play that game. I've never seen males so curious to the point they got a comment about wanting to see another person's face. Come on, bro. I got Instagram, and if you've been here since day one, you've seen my face. Period. This is a pop filter. Period. When I say my P words and certain words, it won't pop in you guys' ears and be all distorted and over loud and stuff. And I thought it looked more podcastish than just this in front of my mouth. Like, come on, we're not about to play that game either. That's like just holding a glizzy up here while you're talking into a glizzy. Shout out to Carrie Farrier too. We're about to discuss something though. Shout out to hold on, what's my boy channel called? Hold on. Look, it's Jay, and yeah, I'm Stacy. First, we're gonna cover this situation. Boosie, big mouth Boosie. Bro needs to really chill out. He got a lot going on, y'all, and he's speaking on sensitive things. He's speaking on court things as if he's not going through court proceedings. Boosie has scored some W's with these lawsuits, but you still got that one thing lingering over your head. And trust me, these people watch. Boosie is gonna get the rug just pulled from out under him if he keeps going. And he really doesn't know when to shut up. He said in an interview, make them people do their job and make them blah, 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 blah. You're telling your baby, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Okay. True enough, you're correct. But when you're in your own predicament with these folks and you're speaking critically on these folks, they'll use it against you. Don't be surprised at any outcome that comes from this case with Boosie. But my opinion on Ksoo and his dad, and this is the thing, y'all. Boosie was talking about the Jacksonville dude that did a drill. He misled his dad to pick him up, but the dad helped him burn the clothes. Now, I don't blame the dad at all. And this case really shows how gangsta a lot of our gangsters really are. If you're so gangsta and you want to live the gangsta lifestyle, you got to be held accountable. Period. You don't mislead people that are helping you and get mad that they're misled and not going to jeopardize their own future because you misled them and you want to go out and do a drill. That man did nothing wrong. Period. Not at all. We got to hold Ksoo accountable. That boy shouldn't have been out there, but since he wants to be gangsta, some gangsta shit happened, and now he ain't looking so gangsta in the courtroom when his gangsta ass daddy told on him. Come on, man. Mad for what? You implicated this man in something he had nothing to do with. If my son told me, hey dad, come pick me up, I just drilled something, I need a ride, I don't know what I would do. But I'm gonna tell you this, my son won't be in that predicament because of parenting, guidance, and things like that. Boosie needs to shut up. And a lot of these gangsters talking about the situation, y'all ain't gangster if y'all mad at the daddy. be mad at the son for not being gangster enough to take his own shit. Anyway, check out this clip and shout out to Lucas J.
I just knew Boosie was gonna have something to say. But to be honest, bro, everybody on the internet did, man. But this whole situation is crazy, bro. And it's a big life lesson in all of it, bro. As much as you want to be mad at the father, as much as you want to be mad at the court, at the end of the day, you can only blame one person. That's the person that allegedly did the act, bro. But today, as I said, man, it was reported and it was posted all on social media. You know, pretty much ATK Scotty and ATK Ksoo were both found guilty on first-degree M, and they're set to be sentenced in September. Now, this was very demotivating for a lot of the ATK members. A lot of people in the world kind of already knew what was going to happen. They was like, you know, people just being delusional and saying he was cooked. But me, myself, I thought it was a bit mistrial because they never had no clear evidence. But I guess, you know, Dominique Barner and his dad testifying was just enough. Now, Boosie put up this picture and said Florida rapper Ksoo dad snitched on both his sons and his two nephews. Then told him it was either me or you. That's what college kid posted, and that's what, you know, Ksoo dad said on the stand. And Boosie reposted this picture and said, "It hurt me. I can't lie. This some sucker ish. This some cold ish." Now, as y'all see, Boosie ain't effing with it. And, you know, he said it hurt him. Now, like I said, Boosie was one of the guys that literally said something about him. Like right when he got on the stand, but also, like I told you, he did a Vlad interview going into deep details and said that, you know, he bent over and got boing. You feel me? Long story short, saying that he ain't even trying to fight for his son. And if that's your son, you gotta ride till the wheels fall off. Now, me personally, I'm gonna tell y'all like this: Ksoo was wrong for sure for putting his son in a predicament. But only thing that made me like second guess my comment and why I really don't have too much sympathy for him is because right after your son lost his life, you went on to put $20,000 on the individual head, some street stuff, a guy that you thought was responsible for that ended up not even being responsible for it. But not to mention, after you got called when they did the drill, you took their clothes and helped them burn it. So it's like, are you a part of it or you not? Because if you wasn't, you wouldn't even let them get in your car. You would have told them to get out of something. So it just be throwing me off a little bit. You feel me? Because like Ksoo went and did what he did to that dude Buck, which ain't right, because he was dissing your son and dissing about y'all when y'all got hit up, and you went on to testify against the same person that was doing something in your name. Also was one of the guys that responded, and his response don't make the situation no better. Now, he put up a post and said, "I had an all-white 12 jurors and 3 white state attorneys with a white judge in a courtroom with all white judges on the wall. Every black person that I could pick on my jury was struck by the state. I just showed the whole world how Jacksonville, Florida is corrupt, and lawyers prove I was innocent. Guy got the last say so with an emoji." Now, I'm just start off by saying this, you feel me? The fact that they struck every black juror, I'm not gonna lie, is kind of weird. All right, that's kind of catchy. Maybe that's something that they always do. I don't know, because I never been in a situation like this. But the fact they struck every black juror mean they knew what type of time it was. But in the day, bro, pulling the race card ain't gonna get you out of the situation.
Now, what bro said, one thing that stood out, y'all, is we like accountability. We do. We will know beforehand what the outcome of certain things can be, and we'll still go subject ourselves to that actions or those outcomes, and then blame everybody else but ourselves. This dude, and even true enough, he's right. They might have offset a black juror. He might have had people that he felt weren't his peers, and it was filled with a bunch of other type shaded people. Okay, cool. That's their court system. That's their courtroom. Your job is to keep your ass up out of it, period. And like bro said, you got told on by your black dad, your black friend, and come on, man. It's a big lack of accountability. But like I said, Boosie, he got to chill out, period. And off the strength that he's going against his label and this and that, his brother, he's winning his money and this and that, this court system will take that from him by making him fight. Or they'll say, "Oh, you won that, you won this, come on. We about to railroad you." Anyway, what are your thoughts? If your child went out here and did something and misled you to be implicated into that situation, how would you handle that? Do you think that when you live that gangster life, you got to stand by that every sense of the word? Because a real gangster ain't going to sit there and implicate nobody else in their stuff, then get mad when they don't want to be involved. It's not going to happen. Now, we got to talk about the T app. The T app. The Bitter B app. Listen. It's different, y'all. It's real different. We're gonna watch some clips of some people that have infiltrated the app. We're gonna watch a little bit about a chick, the first chick to get arrested from the app that's reported. And yeah, there's also a woman in here telling other women to delete the app. Like I always say, y'all. Okay, freedom of speech, but defamation is something different. So basically, you can defame these people anonymously. That's not it. I could see people crashing out over whatever, as far as like being misrepresented on this app. I can see the bitter women on there just shitting on dudes. I can see it all. I can see girlfriends saying stuff about the dudes they're with now, or dude they're with now, like, I had a feeling. So, yeah, check out some of these clips, y'all. What would you do if you found your spouse on there with a whole bunch of red flags or ill comments? What if you've been with this person throughout this tenure of time and you're like, hold on, all of this stuff is false? Like, yeah, it's a lot that come with it though. Check it out.
If you are on the T app, delete it. If you are on the T app, delete it. For those of you who are new here, I am a certified life coach. I specialize in love and relationships, self-development, and finances, and I have been doing so for close to a decade. And as someone who has coached hundreds of women directly and thousands indirectly, either through a relationship, into a successful, happy relationship, or over a relationship so they can get to knowing themselves, get off of that app. Okay? If you feel dependent upon the opinion of someone else to judge if you should be involved in a relationship with, speaking to a man, you lack discernment and you have bigger fish to fry. You should know yourself so well. You should be able to discern what is and what is not good for you so well that all someone has to do is speak to you for a little bit for you to say, this may be or this may not be it. Your self-worth should be so high. You should trust yourself so much that no one, no man, woman, or child could ever do anything, could ever trick you, could ever play with you, because you understand what it is and what it ain't. The T app is for insecure women. I'm going to call it what it is. And that's no judgment, because I have been insecure in my lifetime. And I still have some level of insecurities, right? But I know how to maneuver and work through them. Every woman I know has been insecure in their lifetime, right? So this is not a judgment piece. This is just letting you know that there's something that you need to address, and you need to address it immediately. Because the fact of the matter is, if you had to put him on a T app, either one, you already feel like you've already seen that he's not for you, or that he may just be for the streets, or number two, you don't trust yourself enough to know if he is someone that's really going to be of value to you. Either way, you're experiencing a problem. And for those of you who would like to ask me questions directly and get your questions answered and be in my lives and get discounts off my services, head on over to my subscriptions.
We've been covering this T-App situation, all right? Now, we have the first confirmed incident where a woman crashed out and was arrested, and she detailed the entire thing because her dude was on there, and she went to go see what was going on, and that led to her being arrested. Let's just see what's up, though.
Just dead rush out my house because my sister just called me with some urgent care shit talking about pull up, you heard of the T-App. I'm like, no, what's the T-App? She like, oh, I can't show you, so you need to pull up right now because your man is on the T-App. So I'm like, what it say? She like, you need to pull up like right now.
Y'all posting me on that app. Ain't no T. If you think it's some T, just text me. You don't gotta post me or do none of that lame, corny ass shit. Now you just want hoes to come out the woodwork saying, yeah, we crazy K, wooty woo. Anybody speak up and say anything on the app is disqualified. No longer in my program. Bitch, you will be removed immediately. I'm not doing no playing with you hoes. Y'all need to chill out. Delete me off of that app the fastest way. I'm talking about immediately. Whoever made it, report they ass. I don't even know why the f I'm on there. And then everything on there is anonymous. So it's just like throwing rocks and hiding your hand. Like, I don't like that. If you gonna do some shit, do it with your chest. Don't hide your hand. Don't throw some rocks, then hide your hand and act like ain't shit going on. That's not how we play. No, not at all.
But homie right here says enough is enough. The dudes got their own T-app and this shit going crazy, man.
I thought the woman's T-app was bad. They got videos on there of them girls getting cracked.
The men's T-app. Hey, that's what they get. That's what they get. That's what they get. I'm sorry. You can't just do this thing one-sided and expect not to have the other side feel away. Did they go a step further? Hell yeah. Because I'm sure these women don't want their explicits out here. But like I said about that Ksoo thing, y'all know what can happen when you're about to turn that record button on and be looking up at that camera. Y'all know. But I don't think a lot of this stuff would have happened if this app wasn't out there. Now the funny thing about the app is the founder is a dude, and he said he's doing it for his mom because she was out here dating criminals and this and that and a third, and I don't know, y'all. I really don't. I feel like this thing should have never got the okay. I really do. Now if you do it on Facebook, IG, all that other stuff, okay, cool, but to have a specific application on a phone that you have to take a selfie and be a female for, can we sue that app? Shannon Sharp got sued. Take that got sued. The chick from the Usher concert suing Shannon Sharp because yeah. Let me know your thoughts, y'all. Point blank period. Have you been on a T-app? Are you on a T-app? I hope not. I'm out. Peace.